Good afternoon. My name is Azaan, and I'm going to be talking about programming today. Here's the introduction. A brief overview of this assignment is that we will be discussing and contrasting important aspects and traits of this various program paradigm, utilizing the design application in order to convey and research to the company. The function of this program will be making it simple for an athlete spending and to give each athlete a clear and itemized bill. Therefore, the functionality of this program will be able to enter athletes' information, determine expenses, and in using a number of factors and provide a comprehensive bill data. Here is the first paradigm. Programming that uses a logical stages to teach a gadget how to operate is known as procedural programming. It is explained as a progress as software follows to accomplish a goal. Procedural programming offers from other paradigms in a number of important ways. First of all, it takes a top-down strategy. This method involves the developers defining the programmer's objective and evaluating the elements needed to achieve it. The application can then be broken down into easy steps by the developers. It makes an advantage of a parameter passing as well. It occurs when each function within a code sequence transfers the data rate values, which then can be supplied to the data variables thanks to these paradigms. This is object-oriented programming. The programming paradigm, as known as object-oriented programming, centers the code on actual objects. Automobiles, people, buildings are just a few numerous items that can be utilized. Object-driven programming is distinguished from other paradigms by a number of features. For instance, it bundles data into a single unit via encapsulation. This makes it possible to better manage how the data is accessed or altered and how shielded from outside distances. This aids in maintaining the object's unity. It makes an advantage of inheritance as well. Classes can now inherit attributes from other classes thanks to this. This implies that users can reuse previous code by creating a class based on an existing class. This is the third programming paradigm, which is event-driven programming. Programming that reacts to user events or messages produced by the user or system is known as event-driven programming. Events like hardware signals, system messages, or human input can all activate this type of programming. It differs from other programming paradigms in a number of ways, but the usage of events is the most important one. Events are activities or things that happen in a program that an input trigger them. Keyboard commands, mouse clicks, and system messages are a few examples. It makes use of event loops as well. These loops continuously scan for events and forward them into the proper handler.
1.
This section is based on the comparison of the three paradigms. I'll be comparing the flexibility, matability, and scalability, as well as talking about the strengths and the challenges. Despite the different methods, these paradigms are not exclusive of one another, since method bodies and event handlers usually adhere to procedural steps. Procedural logic is found in both OOP and EDP. OOP and EDP are frequently mixed. For example, event handlers may be used by objects like in a GUI program to react to user-triggered events. Developers can select the best framework for their programs or combine paradigms necessary by being aware of the advantages and applications of each program.
1.
In conclusion, I have chosen event-driven programming. This because it allows us to easily modify it going forward, which allows debugging a lot more easier. Thank you.